Welcome one and all to another scene within the Mage venue. Today we'll be focusing more on the aesthetics, the cult of ecstasies, the other people, the druggies, the burnouts, the dancers, the flares, the seers, the time mages, whatever you want to call them. So tell me, uh, we have Sky, we also have Violent because she's violently passionate, or was it violently passionate or violently merciful? I forget.
Violently friendly.
Violently friendly. Thank you very much. So, Scott, tell me a little bit about your day.
Today Sky's been getting ready for his Nutcracker audition. He's setting up. It's going to be a community endeavor, and he's sending out letters to local high schools that have disadvantaged youth. He's offering a $500 scholarship out of his own pocket as an incentive to keep arts in the school. So that's what he's been up to.
Okay, very, very charitable. Very, very charitable. Do you do this like in person, or do you do it like over the phone or over the internet? How you do this?
Do it in person. It's better
Okay.
to if the people can actually see who they're talking to and like put like the face to the name, a little bit of fame. I think that I actually go over than actually being on the telephone.
You're correct, and I like it. Currently, you're talking to President Milosevic. President
Something of it.
That Jewish
Aaron
guy, I got it.
Brockovich. There we go. President Aaron Brockovich.
Brockovich. Okay.
And you're
All right.
saying, I'm not sure that we have anyone particularly as skilled as yourself. I mean, if you're willing to do a little, like, we are just sort of flabbergasted that you would actually come down here in person to talk about this.
Of
And we
course. Why
very
not?
appreciate you coming in for the interview.
Mhm. I believe that arts are one of the ways you can portray the human experience, and well, it may not be as initially lucrative as say being a stockbroker, it's just as relevant in today's society with life being as precious as it is. Being
Mhm.
able to encapsulate that on stage and have everyone sort of understand that emotion, that impact, that ecstasy, if you will, is truly important.
Oh my, Sky, don't talk to me about those words. A, a question, redirect. How do you feel something on stage, seeing it live, differs from seeing it on a video camera? Is it not the same viewing experience?
Absolutely not, because doing it live, usually when people videotape things, there's an editing process where people can pick and choose what is on screen, what the viewer actually sees. It'll go so far as to say if somebody has a overexcited response to the performance, or if someone is drawn, or if the performer actually makes a in crowd speech or something. So usually those things aren't caught on camera. Those are the things that are usually edited out to save time. It's a money thing. The more
Really?
film you use, it's more money that's going into the pocket because you have to pay the recorders, the broadcast people, the interns, the people getting coffee, and all of that. It's a whole process. But if you actually go see it live, you see everything. Nothing is cut because they can't just say a person can't come up to you with a black piece of paper and say you're not paying attention to this. It doesn't work that way. So you're seeing
So,
it.
so you're more interested in the one the president is breathing slightly more heavy than you should. Raw experience. Excuse me. I need a fresh water. Look, look, look.
Perception, empathy. What's wrong with this man? He's acting weird.
He's like, slightly taken aback by some of your choice of Hertz and a little bit starstruck.
Fair enough.
Okay, but we do well, I suppose Lucy might be more to your liking. We currently have a student that's actually in a competition right now over state lines in New Jersey, actually.
Hmm.
She's actually, well, her's very well sponsored. I don't know if you'd be able to take her on. Her patrons are somewhat of a somewhat restrictive. Maybe that's like the right word. Protective of her. But then again, would you not be protective of a golden jewel child or a prodigy as her?
Of course. I mean, if she has the skill, if she has the talent, then everything else is pretty much secondary. If she's willing to push and work, I have no problems with it.
Okay. I think I might have the flyer around here somewhere. She turns her back and does a very prominent display. She's displaying herself out for the very famous dancer.
Hmm.
Wiggling that butt a bit, making sure you get a good look. Pulls out some papers and presents you with a flyer. A flyer. Let's see. Which one of these is right? Yeah, Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts expose in New Jersey. Now, Queen. Uh, does Sky have any mythical sides up, or is he mythically inclined to notice certain twinges of fate there, but not?
Hmm. He has time sense, and that's about as mythical as it gets.
Okay. Would you like to roll your time sense?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
What would I be rolling?
Your rating difficulty of 5.
You were talking about that. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood you. I have everything except correspondence as a site.
Okay. Have you read up on our enchantment rules and trinket rules?
I heard that they went through some revisions, but no.
Okay.
I'll be more than happy to hear your explanation, sir.
Okay, good. Choose 2 sites that you want.
I will go with Prime and Life. Life.
Okay, fair enough. What is your sphere rating in Prime?
Spear rating is 1 in Life, and 1 in Prime.
Okay, and your perception is 2, so 3 dice.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, 1 success. The card, the flyer with the picture of the Queen of Hearts seems to ping for some reason. If people are talking, they're muted.
Dun, 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 dun.
He will take the card. Thank you. Goodness.
It's alright, happens to everyone. The flyer is of the Queen of Hearts expose set in New Jersey, where the best in show will be presented with the New Jersey Devil Crown. It's it There you go.
Sky will take the card. He will excuse, assuming that the meeting is over, he will excuse himself.
The forlorn gaze of the president as you walk out, and she returns to her normal day routine. Oh,
uh, Sky will walk into the men's room.
okay.
Is anyone in there?
Well, there seems to be a little girl with red hair with some purple and violet highlights.
In the men's bathroom?
There seems to be a gentleman slightly coughing to himself. Washing his hands using a liber's amount of soap.
Alright, I'll wait for him to finish. I will step into a bathroom stall, close the door. With Prime 2, I could tell where this card has been.
With Prime 2, you'll be able to tell more readily what is associated with it.
Not Prime 2, Time 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. You can use time to go here to get a better idea of what's going on with this thing. Yeah, totally.
Making sure that nobody's actually seeing me do it. Sky will concentrate, finding the rhythm and the motion, hearing the beats of the metronome in his head, and he will begin clapping in time for him, setting up to do this little bit of magic. That will be 2 dice for Arte 2,
Okay,
correct?
Yep.
Spending a point of willpower. Don't want to botch.
Okay. This effect will start at difficulty 5.
Okay.
Because of the distance associated with it, it will go up briefly to 6, but because you're taking your time, you have your foci, which is your rhythmic clapping, and it goes down to 4. Anything else you want to put out this?
No.
Okay. And with the willpower, dude. Okay. 3 successes. You know that this flyer card / whatever was briefly in a printing press, then it was shipped over to a printer, which had some really awkward components to it. And then it was shipped, and then it was actually delivered to what feels to be a rather soft touch, and then it was presented to the president. And the only reason you know this is because of the how close the events were and how soon you were there. So you're getting a good perception of it. And now it's in your hand.
Interesting. Sky will make note of it, flush the toilet, wash his hands, and leave, and make his way to New Jersey.
Okay.
Taking the
You
Metro
want to back up?
Probably should. Actually, he has Violet's number. He will place a phone call. Ring, ring, banana phone.
Damien,
Oh.
noodles.
You've been called. Telephone.
Okay. No, I thought. I had a doubt, like, does he have my number, actually?
I don't know. I believe he does, because he wanted to keep in contact with Violet, so he asked for her number, and she acted really awkward about it.
Yeah, she's answering the phone as, she goes, yes?
Hello, hi, is this Violet?
Oh, yes, that's me.
This is Sky Sachs. We spoke briefly a few weeks ago.
Yes, I remember.
Are you free in the next, I don't know, 2 hours? It has something to do with Hogwarts, and it would be a good
learning experience.
Exposure. It'll be good exposure for you to come out and see something firsthand.
Okay,
And besides, we haven't caught up in a while.
sure, no problem. Just let me grab my things and I'll be there.
Okay.
And she just makes a buzz. Where is there exactly?
He'll give you the address of the place in New Jersey, letting you know that he's going to the Port Authority in Manhattan, and he will be taking a train.
Okay. And she hang up the phone and she's going to make her way out.
It's like Joey's like, yeah, do it, booty call.
When you get there, Sky's already purchased your ticket, and you notice that you're sitting in first class.
Ooh. Yeah, she just says, and she just looks around, probably thinking, "Wow, I'm probably not overdressed. That's weird. Everyone is overly dressed."
You'll notice that Sky is dressed in a t-shirt, sweatpants, and he has a duffel bag.
A duffel bag full of very, very special toys.
Or another change of clothes and like shoes and workout clothes, whatever. How have you been?
Well, I've been a little bit busy. I mean, I've met Jade and
Hmm.
the Edwin.
Right.
It's and she looks left and right, and she just goes near your ear, and she before she makes sure that there's no one near, and
Hmm.
she says, "He says that you guys do drugs."
Sky will look at you, kind of roll his eyes, and be like, "Some of us do. I do not."
Yeah. Uh, well, I mean, they proposed some kind of internship. I'm not really sure. Um, I mean, Cassie seems weird, but interesting kind of weird.
It's like
But
me saying that a person that is a hermetic knows nothing but a mathematical equation. That's all he can do. Period. As he just shrugs. It's sort of remember when I was telling you last time about flavors of ice cream?
Mhm.
And people have different ways of eating that ice cream. His just happens to be boring.
Oh, okay.
That's really what it boils down to.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's it's still kind of difficult to grasp a little bit because they explain, how kind of the others work, but at the
Hmm.
same time, you think, well, maybe I think like that, but maybe I don't want to be in this group. But it's kind of weird the way they talk about it. Like it's almost like all those who are, I guess, neo-pagans or anything, they're with the V guy, and but apparently it's not really the case. It's kind of confusing.
Let me put it to you this way. A lot of people, um, did you have formal school education? Like you went to public school?
Ah, yes, yes, I went there.
You know how in high school you have people who are either your jocks and your
Yes,
preps and your nerds and your different types of
and
people,
cheerleader bitches. Yes.
different people sitting in the lunchroom. Each
Hmm.
one is trying to get out of this hellhole known as high school. So Each one has their own specific way of making that possible.
Mm-hmm.
And each person may or may not, depending on who you talk to, will have an opinion about the other group. That is much like how other people who have a specific magical affinity feel. Some feel that they are intrinsically better because they believe a certain way. Where you have people like his, he'll point to himself and to you, we just are.
Mm.
Not everything, has anything ever felt so good to you that you didn't have to explain it to someone else? They just kind of understood it.
Mm.
That's what it is to be one of us.
Yeah, it's to go on instinct.
hmm
Mm.
For someone who is, for lack of a better
Mm-hmm.
explanation, a geek who didn't
Mm-hmm.
have many friends, who
Mm-hmm.
thought that the only way to get through school was to study hard and get all the mathematical equations. The way you just simply knowing things and experiencing them and still doing good, he may be a bit jealous, may not know how to interpret what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit um grand. I mean, they of course they gave me examples like you see Gandalf and Hogwarts and all. It's kind of like that. And well, I mean, I can understand and think it's interesting to have names and meanings and all, but
hmm
uh, it really seems even if Cassie doesn't seem like that. I mean, they seems really serious. Like I,
It's serious to
it's
people who put a lot of stock into meanings and words.
mm,
What do you like doing for fun?
um. Well, I like to go in the garage and play play bass with my friend and just paint, paint drawings.
If your paintings and your drawings are things that you're passionate about, you don't have to explain it to anyone. It just is. I'm not trying to
Mm,
say that it's better or less. It is what it is. It's you.
mm,
Just like I love dancing, I love my ambition right now is to get an applause on stage that will make my whole body tremble because I have truly touched everyone in the audience. This is my
mm,
dream. And no one else can change that. If sure there's other ways of doing that. You can talk about the mathematical properties of what a exuberant feeling is,
oh God,
molecules and
no!
whatever.
Don't talk
He'll
about
kind of roll
mathematics.
his eyes. Yeah, there you can do it that way. Or you can do it the fun way. Actually experience it. That's what we do.
Okay,
First thing
okay.
about being one of us is the judgment. Judgment gives you a very firm smack on the forehead because we all reach that certain point of bliss in their own way.
Mm-hmm,
Not reprimanding you, just telling you.
mm-hmm,
Okay, okay, okay. It's about a little time later that you actually will arrive at the New Jersey Exhibition Center, I think it is.
mm-hmm.
hmm
New Jersey Convention Center. It's to do. Have you? It's like a football stadium. If you've ever seen a football stadium, which I'm sure most people have, but
hmm
instead of it having like a big open field, instead it just has floors and escalators and bigger rooms inside of it, like a showroom floor that has been more or less converted to a stage and seating with some things off to the side. This is actually being stationed off at Wing B with a connecting lattice over to one of the local hotels. Yes, look at giving lattice to one of the local garages. There we go.
Hmm.
And you are more or less sort of unsummariously dumped, because you're first class, escorted out of the bus towards the Vinton Hall itself, both with a pamphlet and your ID card. Right, and how would you like to proceed from here?
Not really trying to draw attention to myself, so just kind of walking to the theater.
Okay. Violet,
Mm-hmm.
how do you proceed?
Um, I follow his lead. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I mean, yeah. Um, she got a little bit of traumatic experience a few hours ago with a certain protective spirit of an hermetic place. So yeah.
Okay. Well, inside the theater, or I should say the makeshift theater with a large room, there is the stage which seems to have a number of line contestants waiting in the wings, as it were, to present themselves to a panel of judges and an introduction desk that will more or less say, "Hi, are you here for the thing? For the fuck? What was it?
Whatever you said, Trent.
Queen of for the Queen of Hearts expose?"
Yes,
Hearts.
something like that. Yes, I'm here for the. I'm here.
Okay. Sign in is $10. Participating is $50, and the associate price, it's an open competition, but if you have a reference from a school, well, you'll be bumped up to the top of the list. This is for the New Jersey Crown, and he presents you with a rather odd-looking picture, what looks to be a circular branch twisted in on itself
Mhm.
of, with a rather odd-looking green leaf in the center of it.
Sky will put his name on the paper, put Fantasia as his actual dance company, and hand over $100 bill.
So, so you're entering the competition, what I'm hearing?
Uh, I believe that's what the way it's being. No, of course I'm not entering the competition. I'm here to help. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Um, as he just hands over the $100, this is for my support, and I'm actually here to help.
He's like, oh, volunteer. Here, we have a number of badges. A brief question, real quick. Can I get your driver's license, real quick?
Sure.
Give you the driver's license. Question: is your mundane identity in any way associated with your fame identity?
Um, I have alternate. No. He introduces himself to everyone as Sky Sax. He has alternate identity, I believe, on his sheet. So yeah, he has supporting documents and stuff, I believe.
Okay.
So,
Hey,
yes, I
Alright.
think I do.
Let's see. What we really need is someone just to watch the end of the line of the other contestants. Some of them are a little skittish-ish, and some of them already have over. Some of them will all have a sponsor, a guardian, or simply their parent, and they're just make sure that everyone is cool and kosher.
Okay, is there someone here by the name of Lucy?
We have 3 different Lucys.
The Lucy that is on the sheet.
Lucy, Lucy Excel.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I think she's actually throw some day fate dice real quick.
Mm.
Okay. She's actually second from the top right now. She'll be going on in a minute. In it. What you see here is so, Herma, what you see right there is one of my students, Hermione Dillinger,
Hmm.
performing a rather simple two-step.
Very nice. He'll smile. He'll wait. This is my associate Violet. She's coming. A bit of a cultural experience. We go to the same school.
It's like, okay. Okay. Will she require a volunteer badge as well, or is this just something, or is she just your guest right now?
He will turn to Violet. Do you want to help or do you just want to be my guest?
Um, well, I guess what I mean, what would I have to do if I helped?
It's like, just do
The
what she
exact same
does.
thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I guess, yeah, I wouldn't be against helping.
Okay. So each of you were presented with a lamnic lanyard that has the words of volunteer and what looks like to be a heart on this Queen of Hearts on it as well. A simple card. Do. So you're given a little bit of access to behind the stage, whereas everyone else is sort of just given the buffer, or as it were, to the audience stands and to the material of merchandise and confection stuff off of that side.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, as we begin walking towards the location, during that short little walk, Sky will inform Violet the less you have to do the wooge. As he kind of waves his fingers, the easier your life is.
Okay. Sure. No wish. Just woof woofs.
Just talk to people. It works wonders.
Yes. Just, yeah, talking actually helped a lot last time.
As one of my associates used to say, the less you have to metaphorically put your dick in something, the less happier everyone is. You'll just
Fair
kind of
enough.
chuckle at the bad joke and just keep walking.
Okay. So you're making your way kind of on the left side of the auditorium, and what appears to be after the girl with we presume to be named Harmony, honey, with brunette hair, sort of does a not butchering, but sort of a acceptable interpretation of a certain cultural dance.
Hmm.
What looks to be a rather petite and diminished figure actually comes on the stage now. Oh, seems to be of a. You're not exactly sure why, but she gives off this rather northern culture. Her, not icy, but more of a distinction to winter and stuff like that. Only gives
Hmm.
you an idea of the Russian tundra for some reason. As she presents herself in a very couple of very classic ballet routines. Actually, Sky, if you want to go ahead and do me a roll of intelligence plus ballet, go ahead and do it.
I believe that is 7 days.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, more or less. Okay.
Hmm.
You know she's performing a rather classical, traditional, almost classically ancient and first steps, as you were, or the very basic ideas, but she does them with such precision, such classic, such do. How do I explain this? Every step is measured. Every arm twirl is calculated. Every breath is rhythmically in sync.
Hmm.
Almost automative in nature, as it were.
This guy's taking note of it. He will mutter under his breath. It's not. It's enough for so that Violet can overhear it. Um, Technically, she's good. However, she doesn't make me want to watch her.
Fair enough. Violet, how do you feel about this? Damien went off to go cook something and forgot about us. Oh, woe is we, woe is thee, woe is me.
Sky will kind of watch and making notes of the people standing in line. I would like to make a charisma expression to calm the nerves of the people still waiting online because this is probably really nerve-wracking, probably their first performance. So, just kind of a pep talk and kind of introduce himself as who he is, and he's here to support them.
With your star persona or just your I'm a person persona?
Both.
It's like, okay, 1 second. 3 plus 3, okay, 6. Okay, so you kind of get across that hey, shake a leg out there. Don't worry. Hey, everyone has a bad first day. Hey, they don't calm down. There's still a little bit of anxiousness, but it doesn't feel like they would just cry if they just fuck up.
Did you include the fact that I have enchanting voice? Because that's a bit more success.
Okay, one more. Okay, we got one girl that looked like she was on the verge of tears. Actually, finds a little bit of your voice interesting, and actually will go over to one of the cuter
Hmm.
cuter boys and just sort of hug him. It's like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna be great. We're gonna do this. We're gonna form a duet, the Lakers, and we'll be famous. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Meanwhile, the voice is going like, wait, what are we doing now?
I didn't say famous, but okay, whatever.
Girls and their fantasies. Like a punk rock star in her bedroom, watching her masturbate.
Oh, you. uh,
I thought you said these moments were going to be kept secret. You lied.
I said nothing about the eyes of God.
Okay. Damon. Violet just witnessed a mechanically and posturally perfect performance of a classic ballet routine.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and Sky said something to the effect that it was very, very good,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't feel like it was. She didn't feel the fire in her to continue watching, although the crowd seemed to applaud seems to apply very appropriately, and to do a panel in the front, presumably judges seem to be making very careful notes.
Mm-hmm. Um, Actually, my question would be, can I make a perception empathy on this girl as
Yeah, go ahead.
she's okay. Do. Wrong. Meh, I feel nothing.
And she feels nothing for you.
Shut up, Joey.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's mechanically perfect,
Mm-hmm.
that yeah, it's good, but there's no passion. Yeah, Violet is going to lose interest really quick.
Okay. Now, do.
um, Sky will go over to the judges and he will explain what he's doing there, why he's there, and
Like,
he will.
oh, you're a volunteer? Nice to meet you.
No. He will introduce himself as his star persona. Like, this is who I am. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, wow, I didn't know we had a celebrity in our mix.
um, if it would be okay, after you have seen all of the performances, I would I would like to present in front of all the participants. I think there's something that they all need to hear.
He's like, well, that's not entirely unheard of, but I think you may be missing what this is. This is simply a presentation of ability, an open call, if you will. The actual the actual ceremony will actually occur tomorrow. So after the contestants have had a good night's sleep.
hmm But I think I understand that completely. But I think this will serve to
But no, don't
be.
get me wrong. We would love to have a guest speaker. Or we are kind of, to be honest, we're kind of over budget it in terms of a few things. We don't have much of a budget. We're kind of
Mhm.
our finances weren't exactly very charitable this year, but we're still gonna make it. We're still gonna do this one,
Sky will
along with the
also.
rather bizarre donation of the Jersey Devil crown for some reason.
Hmm. Sky will offer. He'll actually key points and resources. I know they didn't update the resources rule. So what is that equivalent of?
Mm, I say with 3 resources, what I think you're about to do is offer a slight prize reward. Am I right?
What he's going to do is not a prize reward. He's more or less offering it to like the production itself.
A small donation to the production.
Yeah.
You can pay for a day of operation, I guess. You can't
Um,
necessarily
I'm not
pay.
trying to bankroll it, but
Oh, okay.
I'm basically trying to. If they're just making it, will my donation put them where they need to be?
I will say yes, but I will also say that would be your expense for the month.
Hmm.
Like you don't have to give them enough. You don't have to give them like the full amount. Like a very small donation will keep them floating for a while. They've only get the whole for 2 days, today and tomorrow.
Hmm. He will give a small donation then, not the whole thing.
Okay, fair enough. We will have to make this run through payroll well, Clarence, and he says, and he talks to what looks to be a gentleman in a fedora hat and sunglasses and a black tie and a white shirt. Right? Right? He pops his head up. Right. Donation. Could you run this to accounting real quick? He looks at you folks. Yeah, sure, no problem. Hey, wait a second, aren't you Sky?
He'll shake his head.
It's like, oh, it's nice to meet you. I hope you're not in trouble later.
He'll kind of shrug.
He, do you like pay this in a check or would you like to be escorted to accounting?
No, who paid in a check?
Okay. Hey, he looks at it real quick. Could you do me a favor and roll me a perception awareness check?
Will do. That is 4 dice.
Okay. You got a pig.
Fucking. It's always somebody sticking their dick into the pot. Alright, sorry.
Okay.
He'll look at him and kind of cock his head like, that's interesting.
It's like, the arts are very interesting and is within our duty if we can to patronize them.
So Sky will give him a firm handshake. That's about it.
He will reciprocate with a similar horse. Take your check and go into one of the back rooms, as it were. Now, where do you proceed from here?
After all of the performers have finished their dance and so on and so forth, Sky will, once everyone's been called back to the front, Sky will get onto the go onto the stage, and can I have an charisma expression?
Damon, can you take care of that one real quick?
Yes. How many dice do you need?
6.
You will get only 1 success.
With enchanting voice, that's -2, so that's 1.
Yes. Yes. So you got 3.
Gotcha. So Sky will open with a remarking on their performances and how well he did. Generally, the feeling of nice work. I'm inspired to watch you. You're wonderful. New shining stars of the ballet. So on and so forth. Your names will be remembered. I started here, and basically a really heartfelt testimony. And then he'll do his performance. Give me 9 dice. Trent.
Yeah, I'm still here, so.
No, I need Trent.
Oh.
Yes?
For secondary abilities, are you going with the ruling that it's different than expression, it's more specialized for dance? So are you still going with the ruling that it's at a -2 difficulty?
I would say this. Because you're actually doing because you actually have the skill, it will look better. It will just be better. It will be as if you very much practice this because you have practiced this. It's much like having the craft skill, but instead of having the craft skill, you have the cook skill. Technically, you could do cooking with crafts as well, but it would be better because you actually have the cooking skill.
Gotcha. So it would be standard difficulty?
Yeah.
Sweet. Roll me 9 dice and point of willpower.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, love that one hard.
Okay, okay. Maybe you're just having an off day, but you do the
It's
dance. You do it very well. In fact, you feel inspired. You feel not passionate. Maybe the passion is coloring your idea of the move. Maybe you're taking one too many half turns. Maybe you're just kind of enjoying yourself. Oh, but you definitely
I'll
seem to
roll with
have.
it. um,
You
he,
go ahead.
he'll point out. You see how this dance right here was technically right, but there were still mistakes. However, when you're dancing, it's not only important to not only understand that it's okay to make mistakes, but most importantly, the most important thing about doing your performance is not necessarily taking a um, correct performance that you're nailing all of the turns. But the most important thing to do in in these type of circumstances is to make sure that your audience actually feels what you're doing, that they actually want to watch you. If your performance is, in this case, lackluster, people will begin to think that you are trying to put on a show. Dancing is more than just putting on a show. It's putting your body and everything into what you're doing onto the stage and actually letting that expressions tell a dance. And I will attempt again showing a comparison to what he just did and what he's doing now.
Okay.
Try this one more time. I don't think I have any more bullshit up my sleeve.
You do have magic.
No, there's a specific thing that Sky won't do magic in order to augment his dancing.
Well, at least that makes fun of you.
It's cheating.
This one you do fairly confidently. There's still one half mistake, one half turn you didn't do right, but it is correct. It is well done. It
You
is
see,
to be expected.
Sky will say, well, this one, to be expected, is more. You put more into yourself. You notice how it gets better and better. So the more passion you put into your performances, the better and better that they'll be.
Okay.
And that's basically the gist of what he's trying to explain.
Okay. Do me do perception plus alertness. Both of
Another,
you.
it's another 4 dice.
Okay. Do. Anthony, you will be at difficulty 7. Violet, you'll be difficulty 5. Okay. Let's see. Sky,
Hmm.
as you're doing your presentation, and as you finally finish everyone is more or less very agreement and very much nodding head, very much in this sort of, wow, that's amazing. I want to be just like that. There is one face is
Hmm.
giving you the death stare,
Hmm.
or the how could you, whoever, and you can almost hear the word never, ever,
Hmm.
and do. Violet, because you're actually in the
Mhm.
crowd, how do you actually hear this more prominently? It seems to be a rather diminish-ish woman and girl of Russian ethnicity saying, "You'll never beat me. You'll never beat me. You'll never beat me." Me.
Mhm. Um. Well, uh, that's a break. And actually, seeing that, that everyone is paying attention and that, more specifically, I mean, I see the person, I get it, but When she said, you're never going to beat me, is it like some kind of mantra, or, is she actually looking at Sax like, oh, it's on, bitch?
Would you like to give me a perception empathy roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. First success.
Okay. Do. She's not chanting a mantra or something like that. Or at least not intentionally. That's not her intent with this. Do. She is trying to actively deny the statement being presented to her. And there is an underlying reason, and she seems to be, and the reason for that seems to be hiding a bit.
Mm. Huh. Uh, I should have totally by curiosity flaw. uh, she's actually a little bit intrigued by that, because I mean she knows, because I mean obviously she's been in high school and she know that cheerleaders can be bitches. So she's thinking, well, it's not really the same environment, but the logic can be the same. And since she seems to hide something, she's actually thinking to herself, maybe I should try something. And she actually wants to try and probe the the surface thoughts of this girl. I mean, obviously she seems very focused on not accepting it, but maybe she's thinking, maybe the reason, could be, well, at least understood if I probed a little bit.
Well, you have mine too. Explain
Mhm.
to me how you're going to do this. If not paradoxically, how
Mhm.
you're going to express this to yourself. What's your tool? What's your foci, man?
She's actually doing what she does generally when she wants to concentrate, and she generally mumbles songs. So she's kind of, going, and she's actually, she has her pen and a and get
Wait, wait, wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait. Hold on.
Hmm.
If you sketch her, I'll allow
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, that's the thing, that she's concentrating. But basically, to her, but in her mind she needs to concentrate to activate her magic. So first section of concentrating is actually, humming a song, and then she's starting to sketch the girl, and she's sketching her quote unquote mind, her thoughts. She's putting thoughts in images, trying
Okay.
to see what it does.
Roll it at difficulty 3.
I rolled already.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. One success.
Hmm. I'll give you another roll.
Yeah, these two, the two wants to stay. He's there to stay.
Okay. I'll give that to you for 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing immediately just jumps out at you the first time. You're more or less getting the architecture of the mind. But as you take take more time to actually delve into you're actually drawing a portrait of her.
Mm-hmm.
And within the portrait are certain things. There is a broken clock. There is a gear. And then there is a determination but also a huge amount of a dark chasm underneath the portrait, being suspended by what looks like to be a metal bridge of some kind.
She looks at her drawing and she looks at the girl. Well, someone's fucked up.
Sky will take notice of the girl and noticing that nobody likes being called out, especially during high school. Um, he will simply take any questions.
Okay. Some of the younger upstarts are more of helping the hand, quickly wanting to get at the star's potential and attention, but the Russian petite doll is just pushing her head to the side and making her way outside, away from all of this for the time being. She's with both of you. Who's actually Violet? You can roll this because you can actually pay attention. Roll me do wits plus athletics.
Wits athletics, okay. Let me check. I have no athletics.
Do you got wits performance?
I have art if you want, but performance?
Lol.
Nah.
Roll me wits difficulty 8.
Yeah, because that's actually a question. Because I think yeah, because I didn't do performance because they separated from art.
No, fair enough.
Imagine if you actually had dice.
Okay. The steps that she's taking are measured and calculated. Whether she's just the kind of person that likes to take steps very deliberately, or maybe in her mood, which she wants to get out as quickly as possible, but who's to know?
Sky will probably stay for like a minute, sign a autograph or two, take a few selfies with a few people, and kind of a thumbs up, like, yeah, I'm here, like, hey. And then he will try to catch up to this young woman.
Okay. The scene is going to shift right now. Now, is there anything else that you want to do in particular in this auditorium, in this convention hall?
Not trying to shame anyone, not trying to call attention to anyone, just trying to do what's, appropriate, be a volunteer, and also be like a voice to the people. So nothing like extra goofy.
Okay. I'm gonna roll some dice real quick. Big die. Okay.
Excuse me.
If the auditorium is more or less closing itself for the day, for some reason whatsoever, as you two are packing up your stuff, there's a reporter there who would like to get some of your thoughts and feelings on the matter if she so chooses. But you also see the girl being escorted out by the man you met before, name of Clarence. And it's in fedora and the shade. And it's as they're making their way outside to the streets, the more urban area, the not urban, I should say, but sort of city block-ish areas.
Tell me something, Trent. Because this drawing that I did is actually quite intriguing. Can I Can I make actually an Enigma roll to try and interpret some of the things that I see before my eyes?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna give it to you at difficulty 7. How about that?
Okay, and then my question would be, does creative logic works?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Sweet.
Um,
3.
oh yeah.
Okay. The smashing clock seems to represent a smashing moment in the past for some reason, and the uh, metal chalice or bridge over the abyss seems to signify some reliance on something, and she's definitely holding herself up from some disparaging event, and this determination is what pushing her across the bridge.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sky will he'll answer a few questions. Is this Trent? Will this would I have to do one or the other? Is it time sensitive?
It's a little time sensitive, but time is. Wait, you're a mage. You have mind. You have time.
Mm.
Figure it out.
Yes. No, I'm trying to do this. He has time sense, so the first one, not the actual magical effect, the actual mental merit.
Oh,
So
you
would
actually
that
have
be
another.
so?
Okay.
Would I be able to do? I'm asking, will I be able to do both and be able to catch the other one and not be late?
This is definitely one of the situations where the opportunity costs are heavily stacked against you. You can do one or the other. You can half-ass one and like try to do the other one, but there's no guaranteed success.
Hmm. What would the character do? Hmm. Okay, he will.
Well, if you want to think about it, look at your nature and demeanor.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh, I can't look at my sheet right now.
Sad.
I believe his nature is.
Celebrant, and your demeanor is rebel.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's gonna stand and talk to the reporter. Never mind.
Okay. Do you want to give like this big long interview, or do you want to half-ass this so you can see if you can do the other thing as well?
uh, Sky has enough expression, I
hmm
think, where he'll be able to get off his key points and cut it short.
Okay. You don't necessarily half-ass it, but you do say, "Hey, it's great. I'm here for the patron of the arts. It's these local entities that really move us forward." But you're not really going to any in depth, and the reporters are more than willing to let you do your own thing. They've got their sound bites, and they're really excited.
Hmm.
But they also make you promise to come back tomorrow for a second interview after everything's done with.
I agree.
Okay then. Violet and Sky, you
Hmm.
are now leaving the convention center. Am I right?
Right.
Sure.
You find yourself in much of city blocks. Actually, you are given instructions of a hotel in which the contestants are encouraged to stay at for
Mhm.
economic reasons and for and for distance reasons. Unfortunately, the distance does require you to go across a number of city blocks, either around in like an L shape or straight across through one of the rougher neighborhoods.
Mm.
Sky will shrug, like he's used to neighborhoods like this. He got his ballet training at the YMCA, so he's pretty much, whatever.
Okay, so you want to make it straight across through some of the poor neighborhoods. Noted.
Hmm.
you make way over there. There's a basketball court here or there with some chain link fences. There's a number of basketball players shooting hoops. Across the way, there is a Chinese restaurant which may or may not be hooking up your pet dog.
Hmm.
And there seems to be a rather loud bump bump dump 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 bass sound from a car a little further ways ahead. This car seems to be tricked out in the customary styles of big fuck off rims of loud music and a little bit of extra detail. Oh. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. How would you folks like to proceed?
He's looking for Violet, not Violet, Lucy. So, does he catch Lucy? If not, then he's not going to stick his head, like, directly into the lion's den, as it were. Like, if this doesn't concern me, he's not going out of his way to, He's curious. He does have curiosity, so, I guess he's following it.
Thank you all so much. Okay. Each of you, go ahead and make me a perception plus alertness roll.
4 dice.
It's like, oh god.
I see nothing.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I see nothing. I'm just too preoccupied to I'm just standing behind Sax, like probably grabbing his arm like no.
Can we go home now?
Yes, I want to go home.
It's like, okay then. Sky.
Yeah.
Remember that ba-dum car sound?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that ba-dum car sound actually comes up from behind you. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
It's a wonderful life, motherfucker! As what seems to be the sound of a Uzi starts firing in your direction.
Sweet.
He's like, and you get Sky, you get an action. Violet, you don't get an action.
Okay, he's going to jump towards Violet and push her out of the way. Give me a dexterity. Can I get a martial? Would snake step be? Since it is considered, it's your ruling technically.
What is snake step?
It is a martial arts maneuver where it allows me to sidestep out of the way.
I'll say it gives you a roll to do this.
Okay.
How many dice you got?
9 dice. Ability aptitude. So, diff 4.
Okay. Have you ever tried to dodge a bullet before?
It's not a conversation for the camera.
I did in a video game.
It's not a conversation for a camera. But if you move quick enough, it's possible.
I'll give you difficulty 5. How about that?
That's fair enough. Yes.
Okay. You have 5 successes. That is a very, very good roll. 1 in 1,000 martial. It's like, those action movies where they do the action dive?
Yeah.
That's what you just did. Now, keep this roll in mind. Keep this roll in mind.
Okay.
That's 5 successes.
Jesus.
Actually, no, it's difficulty 8. Do. Okay, this is what just happened.
Okay.
You see, rolls down the window. It's a wonderful life, motherfucker. The bullets are spraying everywhere. Or it's hitting the signpost. It's hitting the stop sign. It's hitting the bus stop slightly adjacent to it. It's hitting the mailbox. It's hitting one or two other cars. One of them gets a flat. But because you guys have me on the other side of it, Violet, you're gonna take one lethal wound penalty, but you are more or less okay, as your shoulder cloth is ripped, and there seems to be a speeding away of sorts.
Could have been a lot worse. Calm down, Violet. We're heading to the doctor.
Okay, so Trent, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Does my PTSD only relate to events or traumatic experience relative to a trigger of a PTSD, or would such a situation just trigger it?
Well, let me put it this way. It can trigger, but the car was not running you over. You just got shot.
Yeah.
So whether that's less traumatic or more traumatic is up to you.
Yay!
Just to be clear, I got hit by a bullet.
Yep.
So it means I have to go to the hospital, right?
Correct.
Have some medical attention.
Which means that it triggers my intolerance to hospital due to my trauma by having a car accident which took away my parents. So yes, it triggers my PTSD because she's now psychotic, thinking I'm going to the hospital. No.
All right. So what is Violet doing? Because this changes where Sky is going currently now.
Well, I mean, let me roll my willpower to know if I freak out.
I'll give you a slightly lower difficulty because this isn't exactly the source.
Yeah, no, it's not exactly the source, but yeah, she's still going to be a little bit shocked. But she's managing it. She's managing it, but yeah, barely.
Okay. Sky will look at you. He will take off his jacket. Stop the blood from gushing out of your arm. And he
Question,
will.
does Sky have medical training? Do you have a dot in medicine?
Let's check that sheet, yo. Wait.
You've seen, if you have academics free, it means you've seen enough of.
I have academics 1, yo. He's still in school.
Yes, but with academics 1, it probably means you've witnessed some Dr. House. So obviously you know that you need to wait for the
That's literally up to Trent. It's hilarious either way.
Unfortunately, if you do not have the medicine skill, even just 1 dot,
you don't know.
You can put pressure on it, but not a lot else.
Okay. I will pick up my phone, and we will be going to that chantry, the Dream Speaker chantry.
Remind me what the Dream Speaker chantry is.
It's a chantry where I was told if anything weird happened or if I needed help, I could do such a thing.
Okay. You called them up, and you're not getting the master per se, but you're getting the apprentice. It's like, hello, how can we help you?
He will ask to speak to Jade's PC. The bookstore. It's the bookstore, and he'll ask to speak to her, and he'll say it's a bit of an emergency.
It's like, Jade. You talking about Heather?
Yeah, Heather's character.
Okay. And what would
Morgan.
Jay's
Sorry.
what?
Her name is Morgan.
He's like, are we still talking about Heather's character Jade or a different character?
Different character, Morgan.
Okay, is this a
It's an
player
NPC.
character?
It's her
Is it?
NPC.
Okay, fair enough. She'll ask, where are you right now?
Give her location.
He's like, okay, just 1 second. What do you? He's like, okay, what do you need again?
I need to come by and something happened and we need some help.
More details.
Being that we're out in the middle of the street, time is of the essence.
Yeah, she might be composed, but also, where have I been shot?
In the shoulder.
Hmm. Yeah, she's she's just in a fetal form and she's crying because it hurts like hell.
Okay. So you give the location of New Jersey, block, this and that, right?
Yes.
Okay. She responds to you. There is a park down towards the safe area. Well,
Mhm.
I have one of my princes there. How about that?
That works. Excuse me.
Okay. I'm guessing you guys are kind of swiftly doing this now.
Quickly.
I don't want to die.
Nobody
It
wants to
hurts.
die from blood loss.
Okay.
It still fucking hurts.
He gives you the location, and it seems to be a park with some swings, some monkey bars, some of those old-fashioned tire, big monster truck tire swings. And it's a minute after you actually arrive. You guys are sort of scanning around. What looks to be a man in sort of a not a feathered cap, more like a dapper cap. There we go, a dapper cap.
Mhm.
Arrives on the scene. He seems to have a sort of wasted jacket on him, and wasted jean jacket with more clothing underneath to keep him warm in the winter season, and some very sturdy pants and some boots that happen to also have some feathers attached to them for some reason. And so
Seriously, Trent? Okay. So he will explain the situation to this very dapper gentleman.
show me the injury.
And yeah, she showed the injury and she's kind of getting really frustrated and angry because yeah, it fucking hurts and that guy's like
He looks at the injury real quick. He pulls out what looks like to be a box. Opens the box. Inside the box there is a curved needle and a match. He looks at Sky and says, hold.
Uh,
Why?
he will look towards Violet. Do you trust me? This is like a completely legitimate, answer.
I got a fucking bullet in my shoulder. I don't care. Just get it out of there.
I don't think that as he'll. Damn it, Anthony knows too much about medicine, so I can't actually be smart here. So he'll look
Yes,
at
I
her
trust
like,
you. Just get it out.
all right. He'll hold her hand, keep her still.
Hold arm.
He'll hold her arm. Like,
No. He goes into the TV again. Hold.
okay.
Okay. He looks at the do thing. He gives these words. Through and through. Takes the lighter. Heats the needle. with thread,
Oh
medical thread,
God.
Ed, like actual legitimate medical thread. And he starts to briefly suture.
What are you
Sky, do
doing?
me a strength plus brawl if you have it. Violet, do me a willpower check.
I don't have the actual brawl skill. I have martial arts, so it's up to you.
Strength, martial arts, you're doing hold. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Two, five, four, seven.
Okay. Oh. Let's see. How many is this? Okay, Violet. It
Mm-hmm.
fucking hurts. It fucking hurts real bad. It fucking hurts real bad. You want to jerk your arm away. You want to get this out of here. Or you want to be here right now. But the very kung fu grip of Sky Williams
Sky
get you pretty
Sass.
much just standard right there.
She's actually starting to
Cry.
she's crying and she's actually swearing in she's swearing in Italian.
Fair enough.
Probably talking about the fact that that guy's mother slept with raccoons and that she was born in a fucking dumpster.
Okay. You are no longer about to bleed out, but because of the time you had to take to actually do this, you will take 1 point of bashing
Mm-hmm.
to represent blood loss.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, you're pretty much okay at the moment. He's gonna take some gauze and sort of wrap around the arm and be like, yeah, she's good.
Do you have anything for the pain?
It was like, only the realization that your debt to my master has increased.
There would be no debt because she specifically told me to call if I needed her help.
If
Threatened
that's
to
what
hurt me. Threatened to
what the
hurt me if I
master
didn't
says,
call.
that's what the master says.
All right, so
Uh, can I ask a question?
go ahead.
Uh, it's going to leave a mark, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly.
Shit. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm dead.
You're not dead. He'll just look at
Yes.
her.
Yes, my uncle is going to kill me.
No, I'll just have to owe people considerably more favors. Um, can you walk?
Uh, yes, I think.
We're going to the bookstore. Let's go.
Yes, I'm going to need a good book.
hmm And Sky makes his way to the bookstore. I guess we're going to speak to Heather's character now.
Are you sure you want to go that route? Because there's also the route of the hotel you didn't go to yet.
I specifically know nothing about that hotel, so
That hotel is where the loose character went.
uh, at this point, he's going to go with what he knows. So one of his friends and somebody that he's directly responsible for just got hurt.
Okay. 1 second. Let's see how this up.
Nope.
Okay. Well, if you're going to talk, if you talk to Heather, that will effectively end the scene right now. Right now, unfortunately.
Um, I guess go to the place we were going.
Yeah, I want to sleep. I want to bed.
Because
No.
right now you're more or less stable. Like you're more or less stable. Yeah, you getcha. But you got mental attention. And now it's up to you to decide which ways do you want to go now, and
I want to hug a
give a
pillow.
clear answer.
I want to
I
hug a
guess
pillow.
I guess go to the place we're heading.
Oh no, I'm so dead.
You're not
I'm so
dead, and I'm gonna make sure nothing happens to you. I promise.
Which
you,
is
you,
again,
you can. Apparently, we're going to the police because yeah, people get shot in the street.
No, like I said, that bullet that hit you in the shoulder could have easily hit you in the head.
Err.
So I'm here. I'm gonna help you. I'm not going to leave you.
okay. Now, where would you like to pinpoint this scene down now?
Sky going traveling after Lucy.
Okay, fair enough. I can go for another hour. How's that for you guys?
Sure.
Sure,
Okay. Just as you guys know, there is a time constraint on my side because, well,
no problem.
alright. Hey, do. The dapper gentleman is more or less leaving you to your own devices, gets back into his way of a rather nice-looking bicycle that has the front wheel comically larger than the back wheel as he sort of just does this motion.
Mhm.
Right enough. From here, it is not that far of a walk towards the hotel itself. It seems to be not exactly a direct interpretation of a grand hotel, but it seems to be trying to use some of the trappings of a grand hotel to emphasize its ability of wealth and stature. And as you actually arrive there, you also see a number of the panelists or judges getting out of a white van of some kind and going inside, presumably to go to the rooms.
Mhm.
And where would you fine gentlemen like to go from here?
Assuming nothing's changed. To the gentleman with the dapper hat. Trying to find
Are
him.
we in the hotel right now?
Yes.
Yeah. She's going to go for a glass of whiskey.
It's like, right, you're old enough for this. There is a
Yes.
in-hotel bar. They look at your comic appearance and they ask for ID. You present the, I assume you present the ID.
Yeah, because I get that a lot. Like, miss, are you really Mater? Yes, I'm just short.
You present your ID of the appropriate age. He looks at you funny, honey, and serves you up a glass of whiskey. Not a glass, sorry, a shot of whiskey.
Yeah.
As he's sort of last seen on the bar, he's giving you rather odd looks there. So, what brings you here? He's only really saying this as he's kind of looking at what looks like to be a bunch of white gauze on your shoulder.
We got into some interesting company.
You know, like let's see, about a month back there was these convention going on. A bunch of people that called themselves bloodletters. What they would do is they would take a razor blade and cut a bit of their skin and lick, and then let their own blood sort of pool there, and then let each other lick it off. Sick freaks.
That's not what this is.
It's like, okay then.
Drinks the shot.
My friend got hurt. We're here to meet someone.
Okay. This isn't like one of those, you guys aren't in the business, are you?
Absolutely not.
And she just looks at him like like what?
Like you're asking probing questions, and it's like, no, no, this isn't a scene out of Scarface. Like, stop it. Like,
Wow, I got told many things, but that one, wow. You, give me another shot.
I present you with the shot. But right now you would feel more delirious. It's simply because of the alcohol in your system.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Now, you talk to this bartender, and you also see a few other of the different participants of dancers also going up to the receptionist on the other side, getting some keys and heading towards the elevator. And you're also noticing something else. Could could you folks did you roll me a perception plus resources?
Hmm.
5 dice. Excuse me.
You say perception plus what?
Resources.
Resources?
Hmm?
Wow, I hadn't thought about this one. Interesting combo. To success.
Okay. Sky, you notice you notice the women. You notice there are some women and going to the elevators. They seem to be not particularly dressed for an elegant event, but dressed for a elegant presentation of something. Did you Scott? Did you Violet? You
Yes,
got two
Violet.
successes.
Yes.
They seem to be presenting their assets more than their other features.
And yeah, she kind of looks at the bartender and then she just points to the direction. Now that's shady business.
He's like, right. For someone that's not in the business, you surely know something about people in the business.
And she just looks at him. Well, I watch television just like anyone. Like you watch probably a little bit too much movie or you see too many weird people.
Let's go with the weird people one. Weird
Mm,
person.
yes, all the weirdness.
And you notice that one of the judges, one of the older looking gentlemen with maybe a slightly more tubby belly than he would like. Possibly an instructor in his old day, but maybe not. Seemed to be seems to have his arm intertwined with one of these women of business as he goes to the elevator.
Mm. Is that guy going to the elevator with the lady with important assets?
There's like very important assets, and they must talk for a very long time, possibly with the full extent of their vocal capacity.
I see, but could I grab on those melons?
It's like, I'm not really sure. They don't really work here. I think they're part of a package deal from somewhere else. I think they're part of a foreign job, actually. They don't speak much English. In fact, they have a really harsh tongue, actually, I think. Like, Rude and Sruv. I don't know. Some Baltic language, probably.
Mm. Uh, Also, question.
Hmm?
Um, Maybe it's life, uh, but is there a way, for to clear my mind out of the feeling
Alcohol?
of dizziness? brought by the alcohol.
It's like, yeah, sure. Or you can do it a little bit, but what you're looking for is a Life 2 effect, but I'll let you do it to sort of cloud it for the moment.
Or rather, could we say that perhaps enhancing, the enhancement of perception that is available for Mind 1 could
Yeah, sure.
actually do the trick to bring me back to a normal state, quote unquote.
Yeah, sure, I'll allow that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I roll a Rete to difficulty what?
Like, yeah, I'll say to do 3 plus 1. You're not really using a focus right now. Oh, unless you want to play karaoke.
No.
Okay,
She's not playing karaoke right now.
I'll give it to you for at difficulty 5 right now, because
Sure.
you can't seem to be able to use proper focus. Okay. You have dully alcoholic sensations for the moment.
And she just stretched a little bit. So, and she turned 2 secs. So, now what?
We're looking for the man in the fedora. I have his name, presumably. So I guess we'll go to the front and ask about it.
You mean Clarence?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Clarity Clarence.
Like, both of you do me a wits Migna's roll, difficulty 8.
Which Enigma?
I guess that's 3 dice because no, 2 dice. I don't have enigmas.
2 success.
It's like, Violet, I'll give you 1 success.
Okay.
This guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or the
Okay. Violet.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to remember a movie, a winter movie, a Christmas movie for me. Maybe it's just because of the holiday season. It comes up every Christmas. A particular movie that had a character called Clarence at one point. It may have been a rather minor character, or at least certainly was not the protagonist of the story.
Okay. So, yes, Clarence.
It was like, we're not really at liberty to give people those room numbers out, but I can give the room a call if you want me to.
Okay.
And who should I say is and who should I say is requesting?
Give my name.
He needs to know your name.
I give my name.
The star person in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ring. Hello. Yes.
Hello.
The man here would like to talk to you. Okay. Hands over the phone.
Hello.
Patron of the arts, patron of ballet, a sky, famed magician, famed ballet dancer, and maybe one of the rising stars in the community. How can we help you?
I would like to speak with you. We didn't have a chance to properly talk.
Sure. As part of the accounting here at the organization, and I'd be more than willing to talk to one of our good benefactors.
Hmm.
He's like, where shall I meet you?
At the bar.
Alrighty then. He hangs up the phone. I will be down there in 2 minutes. He
Hmm.
hangs up the phone. You went out to do, it's about 5-10 minutes. It's the elevator opens up a man seems to be in a fedora, black tie, white shirt, bandana, sunglasses on, walks not very briskly, just more like he's taking a merry stroll over the bar.
Can I have a prime and life sight?
Sure.
2 dice.
Oh wait, what's your foci?
The same as before.
The rhythmic. Okay, you're doing one of these motions.
Yeah.
You're tapping. You're kind of tapping at the bar.
Hmm.
Okay. He pings. Actually, no, scratch that. At his glasses ping.
Okay.
Sky,
Mhm.
Sky, how may we help you this evening? And your associate, Miss Violet.
Yes.
It's very nice to meet you.
I'm here to basically follow up with the my initial investment into this community theater production. However, I am wondering specifically what seems to be your interest specifically. S-
Well, well, to very, well, to put it very faintly, this new generation has no guide, nothing to direct them, nothing to give them clearance, nothing to give them a very clean perception of the way forward. And I believe that due to the dwindling economic and educational systems, that maybe this is one of the small ways in which we can bring the arts back.
I agree. You were saying, Violet?
So you're playing Pygmalion?
Big what?
Pygmalion?
Do me a favor and explain that reference.
Um, Basically, it's a Greek myth. It's a Greek myth about an artist that brought brought to life his sculpture,
Oh, I remember that actually.
and
No.
and
No. You do.
also liked it a
Or I
lot.
know exactly what you're doing. He gives you a very, very solid look. Yes, in a way. It's this very pronounced look. It's very, very like, you just hit me directly on the head. What are you doing here?
First, she made perception empathy on that guy because yeah, she just genuinely speaking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Duh, duh, duh. Only one success.
Okay. You said something that both shocked him and may have triggered something deeper. Maybe. You're not sure.
Okay. Uh, Sorry. And she just casts her look down.
Sky will look. So, it seems that you have a particular interest, and however, you seem to have very strong ideas about the way things should be run. Am I right in assuming so?
I think we are two men in the situation that are of similar if not ideas and backbone, as it were.
Hmm. So, can you tell me a little bit about the about your work specifically?
Well, maybe not my particular work.
Well, not you specifically, but maybe in broad strokes, what you do.
Hmm. In a different lifetime, I was a I was a clockmaker in a different life. I made sure things ran on time. I made sure it was, if not precisely correct, correct enough, as it were. And right now, I find myself without a proper tool, a proper clock to fix. So
Hmm.
instead, I've thrown myself into accounting works. My previous employers are immaterial at the moment.
What did he say? Immaterial?
Yeah,
Hmm.
he will look at him quizzically. Immaterial. So you deal with the after effects, not
Oh,
the primary effects.
oh, no, 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 no. Simply a turn of phrase, my dear sir. They are simply not here.
He'll shake his head.
Sometimes I forget that certain people take a direct meaning to literally, and some people don't take meanings hard enough.
I guess both can be true in this situation.
So tell me, I heard that you will be back tomorrow. Is that true?
I will be back tomorrow, but I fear that my friend here has seen a bit too much excitement.
Oh,
I
that's
am?
rather unfortunate. And how so? What is the hole in you?
He'll look to Violet because Sky was trying to cover for her. Like if she wanted him out, there was that hope.
uh, I went through a bad neighborhood.
Oh wow. Okay.
I guess the choice of venues could have been better, but they're genuinely good boys as long as you can talk to them.
So I assume you know how to talk to them then.
Well, I am in accounting, and as they say, money talks.
Money talks and certainly bullshit walks. So, yes, what else did you want to know about me, good sir?
Well, I am here at your behest, as I'm here for your assistance. It's as an accountant and as you the beneficiary. Harry?
I'm here solely as a benefactor wishing to instill a sense of hope and resurrection for a somewhat dismal predicament.
Hmm. Hmm. Fair enough. So I assume you're not here for any because because you're a benefactor, you're not here to use this as a stepping stone to something greater, not using this as a great political stunt, not
Political
using this
stunt?
as a way to attain a higher prize, a higher crown, as you were, because that would be the devil's work. And here in New Jersey, there's only the New Jersey Devil.
If I was using this as a stepping stone, as it were, um, I would choose another venue.
As you wish. But nothing bars you yourself from participating.
Participating in seeing what actually is going on are two very different things. I reserve opinion until I see more.
Fair enough. So, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
Uh, Competition and a lot of bitching behind everyone's back.
Okay.
Someone is definitely going to win, and there's going to be a lot of people with crush dreams.
Possibly. But if the person who technically did the best, shouldn't he or he technically win?
Technically speaking, there's more to dancing than being technically correct. Technically speaking.
But how do you measure such? How do you measure your anger? How do you measure sadness? How do you measure pity? How do you measure these incredible things? How do you measure joy? How do you measure happiness? How do you measure these things?
All of these things you currently speak of have a rather personal and sentimental gauge, so it differs from person to person. It's something
Okay.
intrinsically and physically that cannot be measured.
Have you ever heard the pain scale before?
hmm
Fair enough. It is something in the medical community that has desperately been trying to quantify pain, and unfortunately, pain is different. It is the
It's
1 to
silly.
15 scale.
I believe that scale is silly, personally.
0
I
through 3 are normal, nominal, no pain. 3 to 6 is minor pain, but can be masked, easily fooled. 6 through 9 is where it gets a little more difficult. Maybe a little bit of unease, maybe a little bit of a bone rubbing against the other, maybe the cartilage is just not there. Or to people unknowingly, it is not to be seen, but for people that are around, it is very much noticed. 9 to 12. These are the mood swings. These is where the pain can no longer be masked over. This is where you just cannot you cannot put on the happy face from before. It is not there, and the rubbing is consistent. And 12 to 15 is unbearable, continuous pain.
One thing I'd like to add to that so-called scale. Um, wouldn't someone experiencing pain is rather relative to each person sitting here. So just because something may be unbearable to one person could be very bearable to another. That's something plainly based on a sensory feeling.
Fair enough. But again, it's scale. Sometimes medical science is part art, but also very much part art. We've got to figure out how we're going to move on to day, and these are simply useful tools.
hmm I'm just saying tools are useful, but
I think your associate has some background in that scale.
she's free to speak.
No, I'm okay. I don't really want to talk about the 9 to 12 scale.
Fair enough. But then again, Mr. Sky, aren't all the experiences required? Aren't all experiences perfectly valid, even the
Abs-
painful ones?
Absolutely. I'm just saying it's kind of wasteful trying to measure them. You're kind of limiting the experience.
Is there any other topics you would like to explore? Because I'm at your disposal at the moment. Tomorrow I will not be, for I have many, many places and many, many different people to attend to.
So, assuming that this is a very interesting organization, um, since you are a numbers man and you definitely go by a formula of some kind, who would you say is going to win? Because I saw things and you saw things, but we can both interpret them very different ways.
Well, obviously, my ward.
Mm.
But then again, isn't that what every parent and guardian is supposed to say about their lovely, lovely little children?
Perception, empathy.
No.
No.
Yeah, Violet actually say no.
I'm thinking that, but I'm trying to have more tact than that. Like,
And yeah, she doesn't feel anything from this guy. She's just
Uh.
thinking she's blunt as a rock.
Let's see, how many dice do you have, Sky?
I want to say 3.
Did you do perception, middle 2? Did you do... Wow, you have no empathy, man. What's wrong with you? You're an
I don't
emotional
know.
robot.
I am. Probably why this scene is even happening. So I guess 2 dice, difficulty 8. Like,
Why you has no feels?
You're sort of flailing in the motion right now. You're like, wow, mages are dicks.
kind of. So,
Okay. So, kind of forgot what I was about to say there for a moment. Ah, that's... Or,
I definitely don't get anything off him, but I'm definitely trying to definitely place forward a point.
Okay. Sort of gives
I'm
you
not
this...
going out of my way to be offensive just yet.
He's just sort of giving you this little shit-eating grin, and as if he was at a poker table and he's currently holding like all the cards.
That's what I was looking for. Okay.
And Violet, you get much the same reading, as it were.
So, in your professional opinion, as a person that works with numbers, what happens to the losers?
They are discarded, irrelevant in this situation.
Hmm.
The winner gets the prize.
A very cutthroat personification of something that is very passionate in nature.
But then again, this is a friendly competition, is it not?
Friendly. He kind of smirks at that, just speaking from personal experience. It's rarely friendly.
Last time I checked, there's no really friendly competition. Because if everyone wants to win, and yeah.
Somebody's going to lose, and somebody's going to feel awful.
Well, you can be good sport, but yeah, it's
doesn't stop the pain.
Doesn't stop the pain. What an interesting illustration of the points.
Somebody's world philosophy will be forever changed.
Yes. To that answer, he says yes.
But the purpose of such a thing is to make sure that every possibility is particularly set forward in the best light.
if you so choose. I certainly have a perspective, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that perspective is presented in the best form of lights.
So you have no objection for me being a seasoned dancer, being part of the judges, do you? I have a perspective that no one else does.
Hmm. He's looking at you right now. Mr. Sky, are you a gambling man?
Hmm. I don't prescribe to that school of thought, but gamble, they happen from time to time.
Well, I they call them statistical risk rewards.
High risk,
I
high reward.
Yes. Currently, the judges have put quite a lot of investment into this, and though I will not discredit your donation, and in order
Hmm.
to become a judge in the right, you would have to step up to a considerable number.
He'll look to Violet, just gauging her reactions.
She is studying both of you, and she kind of, well, personally,
Number.
what she's, showing is meh. I mean, it's your business. She's here
Hmm.
as an observant.
Absolutely. But specifically, I'm looking for the last statement. Is she showing indifference about it, or is she more uh lackadaisical, like she could care less?
You mean for the fact that you guys want to wage who is going to be the winner of the competition?
Precisely.
Uh,
It's more of an empathy thing, but I'm just saying, is that something that's going through Violet's
uh,
mind at the moment?
I mean, she's more curious. If you're looking for a reaction, she's more curious about what exactly you guys are going through with this whole wager thing.
Okay. So Sky will look and who am I to turn down a story?
Interesting. I have not had to fill out this paperwork in quite a while. He seems produced a briefcase that apparently he's always had. Puts it on the
Mm-hmm.
table. Brings out some papers. Papers. Question: do you still have your prime sight on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's pulling out these tools, and as he's doing it, there seems to be a flow, a twirling of energy, and if not particularly stated, of a possible energy. Energy brings out a rather nice looking pin. And we'll go ahead and write out a very nondescript statement. And are you sure you would like to become a judge?
As he looks at this, so my sights are still up. Is the paper and pen pinging?
The paper, the pen, the briefcase himself.
Hmm. Hmm. Let me get a entropic sight.
Okay. You still doing a bit of drum work onto the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tune. There is also a shifting of fates, a scale misfiring, if not misfire, at least being labeled again or being readjusted. It's almost as if he's brought a scale. It's almost as if he just put a scale onto the bar itself, of waiting for things to be weighed.
Hmm. How much of a donation?
It's like Oh, I don't think we will be doing with anything of monetary value. But I see what I want but I see what I want, and what will be the cost here. So all you would have to do is release of a few meticulous assets you have about you.
Such as,
Temporary assets, of course. Something I believe you could easily reclaim if you worked at it hard enough.
such as,
The energy, the energy that keeps money flowing. It's not the money currency itself, you understand? It's
mm-hmm.
the energy it provides. It's the power that it provides. Money is worthless. It's the power behind it that gets you everything.
Hmm.
Um, what do I get from my familiar about this guy? Because
Oh,
like
Joey,
Violet is just, her eyes just go big, like wow, that guy.
you want to tap into Joey for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a clear reflective bar that's been shine polished to a reflection, and as you look down in it, you see the eyes of Johnny looking back. He's like, he's trying to, he's trying to say, oh, you know the thing you do for me? You know that thing you do for me in the bedroom?
Silence. Red chicks.
You know how that gives me power?
Nods.
You know how that lets me continue to like fuck around for a bit?
Hmm.
This is similar, but different. It's more do. It's the same power, but it's coming from a different place, a different idea, a different source.
Okay. He's dangerous, isn't he?
It's like, oh, top hat and sunglasses? Probably.
Okay.
Hmm. S guy looks in deep thought about what's happening, what's taking place. Kind of settle back into his chair, fold his fingers in a contemplative way. He is remembering right now, just to let everyone know what's going through his head, his lessons from quite a few people. And when something is pinging a little bit too loudly, it's never a good idea.
Fair enough.
Mm. Sky will put his hands on his head and come to a very definitive solution. He will. Hmm. Hmm. He will not sign the piece of paper. After looking over it, looking through the fine print, he will decide against it.
Oh, that is unfortunate. And, yes. But we do appreciate your service, and if you won't change your mind, I will always be here. But unfortunately, I will have to ask you not to step in the judge's seat then.
Oh, that's completely understandable.
Although the invitation to be a participant, a dancer yourself, is always open.
It seems to produce myself as a participant as for someone who is, how should we say, getting their feet wet. I believe me doing something would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
You still want to keep the feeling, the joyousness in their endeavors, not actually putting a stumbling block in front of someone.
As you
But
wish.
I will be there after all is said and done.
As you wish, my good sir. And I will sit here comfortably, although I am disappointed. Granted, I am not unhappy with this.
Disappointments are part of the fruits of life. You kind of have to accept that. And with that, Sky will knock on the table, pay for Violet's drinks, and offer a hand to her.
Okay? You are free to do as thou commences.
Time to go home because it seems like me and Violet have a lot to talk about.
Okay. Do. I kind of have to wrap up the scene a bit in a bit, so let's
Yeah, but
go
I
with
think.
outros.
I think
Mhm. Yep.
Sky will begin apologizing fervently for her getting shot. That wasn't part of his plan.
Eh,
and
yeah,
and
probably right now at the top of her mind is okay. So, thankfully we're in winter. Thankfully we're in winter, and it's not near summer vacation. I won't have to explain if we go to a bit like, oh yeah, hey, I got shot. Surprise!
yep. And Sky will be placing a phone call to a few people.
Okay. Go into your thoughts and feelings. What do you think is going on here?
I think it's a devil, that's why.
Totally. I think someone is definitely dealing with something that is very powerful, and
I mean,
doing
that
so
guy.
careless, doing so carelessly seems like doing more harm than good.
I mean, that guy clearly, when he says, apparently he's also very sensitive because hashtag triggers Pygmalion. Uh, but apparently the guy says he repairs things. So I guess and also he talked about the fact that he was a clock worker, that he repaired clocks and things like that, if I'm correct.
Fair enough.
I think yeah, that's actually what he does. He got off his work as a clocksmith to basically making people perfect clockworks, and that's probably why the performance of the ward is so perfect, yet seems to lack any kind of empathy or emotion in her doing. Like she's partially mechanics, and probably the link to the fact that she is um, that there's a clock. I draw a clock, a broken clock. So maybe he seems to be drawn to those kind of people that lost something and need desperately to achieve a goal or a dream, and that he arrives and go, hey, hello, Give me a contract or give me something, and I will make your dream come true, or something like that.
A Faustian
He's the
bargain.
devil.
There's
Yes,
also the
the boss.
little there's also the little aspect, just something from Sky from his background and being signed to an actual dance company. You have to be really careful about what the hell you put your signature on. So just watching something just pinging with magic that he couldn't quite put his finger on just seemed like a terrible idea.
Fair enough, good sir. It's fair enough. Now, what are your feelings, and what are you gonna go from here?
I'm not touching this guy with a 10-foot pole. That's Violet general feeling.
Um, hmm. Sky will come back, but he's not going to be dealing with this individual because he sort of refuses to be a chess piece on his playing board. He
Fair
more
enough.
so has a purpose for tackling this with the idea that somebody's definitely going to lose, but to make sure that to keep the flame and the fire and the passion alive for those that lose, so they have something to strive for.
Okay, okay, okay.
Specifically, his thoughts was if I participate in this, it's kind of think about it in the way that you have somebody that's already sort of perfected their craft. You don't enter a competition with people who are just starting out. It's kind of like kicking somebody in the side and saying like, "Look at me, I'm the champion." Like,
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And thus we have these two mages. One definitely dedicated to return, one sort of wavering, if not, is this maybe so, or maybe an entirely different situation. And that will where we will put our scene for the moment. For as of yet, time, unfortunately, is not infinite as we would all wish. So we're going to go ahead
yeah.
and pull back to something that has been hinted at, but has never directly been, well, touched upon. The twisted branch is is of a crown. It's twisted branches of the New Jersey Devil crown. Just sitting in someone's hotel room, like soft, safe, perfectly fine, perfectly content, perfectly humming with power. And I'd like to say, thank the watchers for watching, thanks the players for playing, and I hope you are here for next time.